What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. It's August 22nd, Friday at 10 p.m. And who else is doing it like us? I am here. I am August. We are doing a $350 draft. Again, I challenge you. Who else is out here Friday night doing it like us? We have an FFPC Big Gorilla high stakes draft here. We actually got lucky, or I guess I don't know if you want to call it lucky. I don't love the 101, but we pulled the 101. This is a tight end premium. I cannot stress that enough. You are going to see tight ends come off the board quick. You are going to see Brock Bowers and Trey McBride go in the first round. Please do not be a raging casual. Understand the format. Now, with that being said, we have the 101. And we are going to select Ja'Marr Chase. I think it's close between him and Brock Bowers, but I have so much Brock Bowers already. I don't have a single Ja'Marr Chase team yet. This is one quarterback, two wide receivers, two running backs, tight end, two flex spots, full PPR. And we will be drafting this team off of my own rankings, i.e. at my own restaurant, the rankings that I give to you via the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. You can sign up here. I have the link pinned in the live chat, pinned in the description, pinned in the comment section down below. If you have a draft coming up, it is all fully ready to go after the Brian Robinson news. I got to be honest, I didn't really move much after that, but it is fully ready. So you guys can go out there and dominate your drafts with my rankings that I use myself. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. How is everybody doing in the chat here? How are we? This should be fun. Should be a fun time. Let's pull up the comments here. What do we got? How's everybody doing in the chat? We got Joe in here. Let's get this going. We got Joe in here. We got Sam in here. We got Rye Guy. We got Frog Clone. 101. We got Fantasy Football Garage in here. What's going on? We got Grant. We got Henry Muto. You got 52 drafts to go. We got Whiskey Bud in here. What's going on? Influencer 101. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Draft day tomorrow, Superflex. I'd say if I'm not getting one of the top 5, I'm waiting until probably round 3. What's going on? We got Whiskey Bud in here. A little late night draft. That's what I'm saying. We got TDing in here. We got Cody. We got D Monk. What's going on? How are we feeling? I would love to get some of these rooms, and why I enjoy FFPC. You guys will notice I'm going to be doing less of NFFC. The NFC is honestly pretty sharp. I'll do a few on there, but I'm definitely leaning into these spots where they're definitely more home league-esque in terms of the wide receiver fallers, running backs going early, weird things happening in these draft rooms. Of course, I cannot stress this enough, guys. It's above my head. We haven't gotten any tight end questions yet, but Bowers, McBride at 5 and 6. I cannot stress enough. Top of my lungs here. Tight end premium. Tight ends get 1.5 points per reception in this league. This is true. We got Thomas Olney in here. You got the 109 in your league? No, you're not cooked. I mean, people might be scared off of McCaffrey. If you guys want to talk about McCaffrey here while we got time, this is going to be an interesting draft where we're just going to have a lot of time between picks. McCaffrey goes right there. I'm not moving him at all in my rankings, fellas. I know I kind of went back and forth with the Stock Exchange boys on it in DMs, and not an argument, but I have a lot of respect for those guys. I think it's mutual. I think they have a lot of respect for me, so I always like to bounce ideas off of them. They both moved down McCaffrey for me. I think Brian Robinson really says a lot more about Garendo and the backup situation there. They traded a 6th round away from Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson has never been a difference maker at running back. I think he just absorbs whatever carries you were projecting for Garendo. And that McCaffrey still has RB1 overall upside when he's healthy. I think he has the upside to lead all running backs in receptions and touchdowns. So I still have him 107 after the big six of Chase, Bijan, Lamb, Gibbs, Saquon, Jefferson. For me, I would have taken McCaffrey right here as well. But some people are out there like genuinely moving McCaffrey down or like spooked about McCaffrey with B-Rob. I don't quite get it, but that's where I'm at. I would say so, Bobo time. Like the gap definitely, the more you slant towards receptions, McBride definitely starts to close that gap. What a nice question. What's a one win from your week so far? I don't know. That's tough to say. I wish I had an answer for that, but I don't know. I would say the win is just I'm just thankful I get to do this, man. I wouldn't drop Grendo in Dynasty. I could see taking Puka over McCaffrey. For me, I'm still not doing it, but I have them back to back. I have McCaffrey 7, Puka 8. That's what I'm looking at right now. All right, and that's how the board should go there. That is my, in terms of like not looking at Bowers and McBride, that's my top 13 players. Now, we're going to have a tough decision here, fellas, and I'm saying it out loud because I almost don't want to have to deal with the decision, but Kittle at the turn is always going to be enticing. Kittle at the turn is always going to be enticing. He doesn't get as much of a boost as others in tight end premium, though. Like, Kittle's much more of a yardage and touchdown guy. So he doesn't get as much of a boost from PPR. You also have to remember in this format, that week 13 and week 14 are the playoffs in this format. So Kittle has week 14 playoffs, so he gets like a small downgrade, but come on, man. Yeah, I like 2 through 6. I talked about it in yesterday's video. Trying to get the chats to come up bigger. There we go. Goes Chase Brown. Damn. Chase Brown's going high in these high stakes drafts, man. High. We got Alex Saber in here. You got the first pick in your home league? Okay. I hear it. You got the 7th pick in your big draft? I don't hate that. I like Jefferson. I think like him falling at all is probably a mistake. There goes Bucky. All right, at least so we won't have to decide or debate taking him there. Achane goes, so he was never going to fall. London. That's a snap London pick. I don't think we're going to get any fun values here, sadly. Yeah, no, I mean they like HN in London were great. I think that we just missed out on the fun values, is what I'm saying. Let's see. There's going to be more A.J. Brown. We're going to have to stare A.J. Brown in the face. We're essentially picking at the top of a tier for me. There goes Kittle. Okay, so we won't have to debate tight end. There goes Ladd. Man, we're getting nothing to come. I actually have two I'd really like here, but I don't think we're going to be able to get it. What do you got, Bijan? What do you got? I got two guys I'd like. And if he takes one of them, I'll be scrambling a little bit. Damn. Damn. Okay. So it's going to be like that. All right. It's probably got to be Jacobs JT. I mean, you can talk me into Hampton over Jacobs if you wanted to, but I think that's probably overthinking it, sadly. My two highest ranked players are just JT Jacobs. You guys, do we just do a double hero start here? For me, JT very easy. For me, JT is very easy. You can talk me into Jacobs or Hampton. But I think I'm just Jacobs and JT. Fuck it. I think so. I'm not going to force a receiver. I have confidence we'll figure that out later. Yeah, let's go JT. And Jacobs, yeah. I mean, I'm not... Let's do it. All right. Yeah. I mean, I wanted... I'll be honest. I wanted JT, AJ Brown there, but it's all good. And I've been wanting to do kind of a double hero start anyways. So that's fun. Sometimes the team just comes to you. Yeah, we'll see. You're not taking another running back until round 69. Yeah, I'm like... Yeah, that's the thing, is I now feel zero pressure to take another running back at all. But I'd be open to it. We'll see. I think this is our first true double hero start as well, which is a fun idea here. But yeah, like Jacobs isn't a sexy pick, and neither is JT. But at the end of the day, like JT's finished at the RB1 overall before, and Jacobs finds himself as the bell cow on a good offense with a good offensive line. Like there's no reason to overthink it past that. Sometimes you just got to make the correct pick. Everyone I want is Chase Jacobs. Yeah. First time chatter. What's up, man? What's up? I will say, everybody on this stream, leave a like. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Let's see what comes back to this 4-5 turn. And this is one of those rare times. Somebody did put a super chat in here. What'd you say? Okay, last one was dumb. Are you doing more NFC drafts? I'll have a couple more. I was actually talking about it earlier in the stream. Like, NFC seems to be maybe the sharpest platform out there. So I've kind of been shying away from it. Because I do want to. I want to play where I can get the best values. Is where I'm at. But I'll have a few on there. I've been spreading the wealth between RT Sports, FFPC, NFC this year. Kind of doing, honestly, kind of like evenly distributing through all of them. 10 out of 10 star. I appreciate that, man. Both could easily finish as top 5 backs. Opinion on third round reversal? I don't really have an opinion. Like, I don't really care one way or the other, I'll be honest. I'm drafting from the 1 hole. All right, there goes 3 QBs off the board. Lamar, Allen, Daniels. Now, tight end gets tricky in these, man. Tight end gets tricky. Probably not in play for me until the 6-7 turn is what I'm thinking through. Dalen Jones raises JT's floor? Sort of. Bill here at the turn. That's what I'm thinking. He goes McCaffrey, Henry, and then T. That's fun. There goes Henderson. That's what I was saying. In today's video, in high stakes, that's just where he goes. There goes James Cook. Yeah, this is tight end premium. So far, no turbulence. This is 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. We'll say I have the format right here, fellas. Walker, good pick. Good pick. Wow, that turn is sweet. Wow. Nico, Amon-Ra, Walker, Tyreek is really nice. I know people don't like Tyreek, but 401 Tyreek, get out of here. 401 Tyreek, get out of town. How many leagues are you in? Too many, man. I'll be in around 20 managed leagues. Yeah, that's a really nice 112 there. Not a bad 111 either. That's a great price on Garrett Wilson. They got a lot of stuff to come to the turn with early Tet, elite QBs all off the board. Cook over Walker. I took Cook over Walker last night. I don't think it's crazy. Was I just playing with your drum set? What do you mean? I will say I hate to expose myself. Like, I shouldn't say this because now you guys are going to notice it, but I'm having some mic issues where if you crank up the volume on this, you'll hear like a and it's something with the connection of my audio interface, and it's really pissing me off. Essentially, I spent a good chunk of today troubleshooting what's going on. I think I've narrowed it down to what the issue is, and I think I need a new audio interface, but I don't know. It's like nerdy tech stuff, but I got new XLRs. I unplugged my amp and fucking did a billion things to try and narrow it down to what was actually the issue. So I'm waiting for a new interface to come tomorrow. But if you've noticed in like actual full-length videos, I have a software I've been running the audio through to take out the background noise anyways, but in streams you'll hear it. It should be fixed by tomorrow. Just a pretty standard Scarlet SI2, I think. 4th gen. But I'm open to upgrading. Yeah, exactly. You have to crank the volume and then like focus. But it's easier on stream because there's longer amounts of dead air. Like on a video where I'm constantly yapping, you can't really tell. Take bro if he makes it. I'll debate it. I'll debate it, but I'm not married to it. Yo, we got Gutterstein in here. Come on now. Look, all the guys in chat know I do I brush my teeth and wash my face before I get on stream so that when I'm done I can just go to bed. So my hair is a little wet. Look, man, I got a little skincare routine, Gut. What you know about it? What you know about it, Gut? Yeah, tight end premium means 1.5 PPR points to the tight end spot. Evans Devontae goes. Okay. Let's think. Skin looking supple. Yo, chill, chill, chill. I'm not even sure what that means, brother. Yeah, let me moisturize, man. Got hopping mutt squads. How's Madden this year, man? I hear it's garbage. I hate to say it. I gotta lock in for this pick. I don't know what I want to do. There's a couple guys I want. I'm debating, dude, because we took 2 running backs. That's why I'm a little wary of going Joe Burrow here. A little wary of going Burrow. Like, you could sell me on the stack to Chase. No, we probably got to do it. We probably got to do it now that I'm sort of thinking through it here. But I don't know. It's a wide receiver hungry format. We're going to like the receivers at 6'7", but it pretty much means we're going to punt off tight end, which isn't a big deal either. There goes Metcalf. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. So first guy off the board's very easy. It's going to be Xavier Worthy for sure. That guy's been he sniped me in, like, I don't know, whatever. Whatever, man. It's all good. Now I'm debating between, honestly, McLaurin and RJ Harvey. 3 running backs would feel kind of crazy, but I also don't think it would be that nuts. I don't think it would be that nuts. But maybe it's got to just be another receiver. I think I'm just going to go McLaurin. People want Jameson Williams. God, you guys are making it tough. We're going to go McLaurin. I think it's just what had to happen. Oh, that was not easy. Not easy. God, I can't believe he took Burrow. I can't believe he took Burrow. Fuck you, dude. Oh my god. Fine. Fine. That's what had to happen. That's honestly how I think through picks, man. Like, what is Burrow without Chase or T. Higgins doing for you? I don't know, man. That was a tough one. I was thinking through, you could have talked me into like JMO or whatever, but I do think like if McLaurin signs tomorrow, doesn't he shoot up to the 3-4 turn? And McLaurin is truthfully who I had ranked first in my rankings. Like he was the next guy for me. So I didn't want to get too cute. Like we still need somebody I feel fine about at wide receiver 2. I'm happy to get a worthy share. We don't want to fall. We don't want to get too over our skis. Like Harvey could have been a fun pick, but it wasn't such a screaming value that it made sense to like pass on receiver there. That's where I'm at. It was a tough pick. Six-point passing touchdown? No. 4. We have 5-1 even with Chase and 4 points. Because I just wanted a quarterback. That's why. I only passed on him in NFC because I knew I needed to take wide receiver. I don't know how they correlate, you know? On NFC, we needed 3 receivers, and we didn't take one until round 3, and we were getting killed in that draft. I think it just had to happen that way. Like, and I look back at that draft, and I'm thankful I didn't take the bait on Burrow, because we already had Bowers earlier, too. But here, I think Burrow would have made sense. I think that's my first managed worthy. In a 4-point passing touchdown league, I agree. God, 504 Egbuka, man. Alrighty. You're in your college's dining hall? Hell yeah, man. What's up? So my tweet on Egbuka? Yeah, I mean, it was a lot more fun when he wasn't super expensive, you know? 504, I mean, that's fucking steep, man. And I like Egbuka, and I have my bags packed full of Egbuka. I have so much Dynasty Egbuka, Best Ball Egbuka. I'm packed out the ass, but I'm struggling to get shares of him in manage because he's going so far. Maybe I should have thought about Egbuka there, but I have a tough time with that. Egbuka over some really good guys there. You fucked up your 350 RotoWire? I have not played, IDP. Man. That was a tough turn. We got sniped bad there. I would have loved Pickens, too. Pickens, of course, doesn't come back to us. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on that turn too much, though. I'm stoked to get Worthy at 412. And McLaurin was my next highest ranked player. I just hate the position that Pickens and Burrow going 2 of the 3 picks before us sucked. And that's the never-ending circle of me joining more and more of these, is hoping one day I can get to a spot where I can start McBride, or not even McBride. I just start, like, here I just would have gone Saquon or Jefferson. We catch a fallen Achane or London. We do this. We catch a fallen Devontae. Like, can one of these drafts... I mean, not one of these. I'm not going to bitch because we've gotten plenty of values in, like, RT Sports and stuff, but that's what keeps me coming back, is the potential that we come into a draft where just, like, everything comes back to us the way we want it to. Yeah, that was part of the reason why I took Marv yesterday in the RT Sports one, hoping that Worthy was going to come back. Probably a dumb dream and a hope, but... All right, so now we're seeing tight ends start to fly off. We got Laporta gone. We got Kelsey gone. We got Hawkinson gone. Judy's gone. DJ Moore is gone. Devontae Smith is gone. J-Mo off the board. There goes Flowers. Am I all caught up? I think so. Good pick. I think we're going to get to the 6-7 turn. I'm going to hate my options. You're in here, Team 7? Now it's time for me to keep my mouth shut a little bit. Yeah, Tet went early in this. I'll take Teagan's as well over T-Mac. Good Rashi Rice pick. Huh. This is going to be such a difficult turn, man. I don't... a couple ideas. We could just continue to hammer wide receivers. I got a couple ideas here, but I think by the time this pick gets me, I'm going to hate all my options. Oh my god. All right. Oh, okay. There goes Rome. Man. We're sadly going to probably be forced into a tight end here. I don't like any of them, really. What's it gonna be, man? This guy's been crushing me the whole time. I have two guys I'd love. Alright, he goes in Njoku. Oh boy. I think we're gonna get greedy, guys. I think we're gonna get greedy. I don't know how you guys are gonna like this. I think we're going to get greedy at tight end. I don't like... If Warren was there, I'd take him. I'm not taking any of these options. This is what we're going to do. Waddle for sure. I think we go Ricky Pearsall over at tight end, fellas. What do you guys think? I think we go Ricky Pearsall over, like, Ingram, Andrews, Loveland, and we just punt it. I think Waddle and Slick Rick. I think that's where I land. If this was Tyler Warren, I'm going Pearsall. I just am. I just am. And then that frees us up. We can fully crank purple. We're going to be sleeping on quarterback anyways. You could have talked me into Mahomes to Worthy there, but I'm all right on that. I think this is a very fun team. All right, people like this. People like this. By the way, 6'12" Waddle is fucking gorgeous. You could have talked me into Waddle over McLaurin here. And I think that's the only opportunity we're going to get to ever take Ricky Pearsall on one of these high stakes. I'm almost never paying the price he's going at. So that's fun. We got wide receivers through the flex +1. We got 2 running backs. Now we have flexibility really to do whatever. If we don't take another wide receiver through 10, I'm not gonna cry about it. I like Waddle, dude. We're getting bad vibes about Tyreek. Achan's banged up. Like, this, there's a chance that this offense runs through Waddle. And people love to hate on Waddle for, like, being injury prone or, like, having a bad 2024. People forget who Waddle truly is. In terms of per route, he is a monster. He was also an amazing wide receiver prospect. He's still young. He's still explosive. I really like Waddle. This, now, I'll be honest, we'd love to see wide receivers just fly off the board. Wow, 7th round Sharp, huh? 7th round Sharp, Pacheco. Debo. No, the thing is I don't use OBS. I'm like 1,000% sure that the issue is my audio interface, which I'm getting a new one coming in tomorrow. Trust that I'm on the case. I get that it's not great. Seventh round Aaron Jones there. If I was running a build where we needed a running back, that would have made sense. I still like Aaron Jones. Seventh round Montgomery too. Those are some good running back values. So we're gonna fix it. Don't worry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will say, shout out to you. This is a guy who alerted me on in DM. I'm on it. Should be fixed by tomorrow. I kind of narrowed down the issue, by the way. Like I was talking about it earlier. I don't know what to address you by to look anew. But I changed out the XLR cables. I changed out the USB-C. I took out the cloud lifter to see if that was the issue, and pretty much all signs point to it being my my Scarlet interface being the issue. Tyler. Goes Olave. I will say I'd be ecstatic if I was on this dude. This guy in the 12 spot. I don't love the 6-1 Hawkinson pick, I'll be honest. And DJ Moore. I think that's maybe where he lost me. But what is the tight end premium? 1.5 PPR for tight ends. It's tight end I have the format right here. I'm actually going to just put it up here. And pray you guys read it one of these days. I have Derrick Henry over Chase Brown personally. You ever see me out in Hoboken and you owe me a drink? Hell yeah, man. I would love that. I would love that. Dap me up. Should I make it a different color? What could I do so people look at this? No, I still have HN. Even with the injury, I still have him at 14th right now. This is from my rankings over on patreon.com/Ron Stewart, baby. Shooting for RB1 upside. Yes and no. It's tough. I learned through the years, like, we want to shoot for upside, but also if you're getting Derrick Henry in the early second, it's tough. It's also tough to rule out that he couldn't just be the RB1 overall. Like, if he was to just do, I mean, it's funny to say, but if he was to just do what Saquon did last year, if he ran for 2,000 plus and then he also scored the most amount of touchdowns, he could probably do it. I don't know. I just think it's unwise to overthink it when we talk about just the Ravens are going to be a good offense. RB1 overall, maybe not for Henry, but 20 plus points per game. Like, I could see him doing the 2021 Jonathan Taylor season, which is important to think through as well, which is what I was talking about with McCaffrey is like, when I was talking to the Stock Exchange boys of like, I don't agree that Brian Robinson lowers the ceiling of McCaffrey, but even if you thought so, I still think, what was it, like 2021, 2022 Austin Eckler of like 21.5 plus points per game. Sadly, it's just kind of the world we live in. You guys know, I've been obsessed with this legendary upside idea that Pat Crane has talked about forever, but we're pretty firmly removed outside of McCaffrey. That's the funny part. It's McCaffrey. Like since 2020, you had Kamara with a 24 plus point per game season. And since then, it's only been McCaffrey. If anybody has an RB1 overall season not named McCaffrey, it's been that 21, 22 point per game area, which I do believe someone like Derrick Henry has access to, again, via the Jonathan Taylor 2021. So Loveland going there sucks. But I don't think he was ever going to come back. I have all of the hope in the world for Gibbs and Bijan, but like, again, we just haven't seen it. I hope they do. I think they could. I think they have it in their bag, but it's tough. It's been McCaffrey or nothing for like a true legendary season. All right, I got to update my sheet. As you guys know, I use my rankings in these drafts. I'm crossing things off. Begging this room to take Jawan Jennings off the board. Begging. Jaden Blue is off the board. I have two guys I would love here, but I'm very skeptical of them making it back. Two guys I want. Let's think. Actually, there's a few. I got a few ideas here. I don't know that you guys will love all of them. Cooper Kupp. All right, you can have him. Is this a JCM turn, fellas? Is this a JCM turn? Exploring all our options. Exploring all our options right now. Damn. Damn. Oh, my God. What do you need your third tight end for there, man? All right. Oh. Oh, my God. All right. God, that fucking sucks, man. I wanted Kraft and Mahomes so bad. He takes JCM anyways. God. Oh my God. All right. Man, I am scrambling, fellas. Holy shit. All right. All right. I think we're going to take fucking Dalton Kincaid, man. God. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Commish, commish, commish. I got autoed. I got autoed. Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Not like this with Knicks. Not like this with Knicks. You guys are going to kill me for this. Please, please don't make me. Please. Please help. Please help. Please. Please. Don't make me. Don't do this to me, please, guys. Don't make me do this. Please. I hate that you guys have to see this. I hate that you guys have to see this. I can't take unstacked Bo Nix. I'll die tonight. I'll die if I take unstacked Bo Nix, please. Please, God. Please. Ugh. All right. People are giving me shit in the chat for it. It's all good. People wanted RB there, but I don't know. To me, if I'm drafting a running back there, I'm drafting them to get flexed anyways, but I don't know, dude. You guys saw what happened there. I believed that Kincaid would get autoed, and then that pick would be fine, and then I didn't think it would put me on autopilot. That's fine. If QBs go, I don't care. For me, if it's not Mahomes, then I don't think it's worth taking one here. They're killing me in chat, man. Is what they're saying. Killing me in chat. I don't know, dude. I feel bad. You guys have... I draft all these on stream. I try not to be that guy ever. It was very clear. I figured I had Kincaid in the queue. It would then pick him as time expired, and then I would get another clock to figure out what the fuck I was going to do. But alright. Whatever. Thank you, Kamish. Like, come on, dude, we've seen way worse. We've seen way worse. We've seen way worse, man. We've seen people do more over less, is all I'll say, but it's all good. Whatever. Again, I don't know. I didn't think it was going to turn me on to autopilot. My fucking bad. But on a $350 buy-in, I'm not just swallowing Bo Nix. Pause. But I don't know. My selling point on Jennings is that we take Chase here. We only have one wide receiver through 4, so I'm fine. Like, maybe it feels like a little bit of overkill to go wide receiver 2, flex plus 1 or 2, but I'm fine with it. And if you want to say, oh, well, you already have Pearsall, I think the 901 value on Jennings is too good to pass up, so I'm fine with that. So that was my justification there. Wow, we got screwed bad, man. That's what I mean, dude. I mean, this guy takes Bo Nix after his Lamar Jackson. I mean, I don't know. In a tight end premium, you can sell me on fucking flexing Tucker Kraft, but also, god damn, dude, unstacked Mahomes too. I was hoping just one of them could come. I wanted both, but if just one of them came back, I would have just done Kincaid and then one of the other ones, but. I don't know. Kincaid, this one's for Liam Murphy, Chess Liam. Liam is always right. He loves Kincaid. The Buffalo Bills pass catchers suck. He's young on a good team that's going to score touchdowns. We're going to spam the fuck out of tight ends. Chris, the issue is that we whiffed on Mahomes there, sadly, but y'all gotta chill with Bo Nix, dude. I'm not taking 901 Bo Nix unstacked in a tournament setting. There's just nothing. There's no reason to. But it is funny. This is about as extreme of a double hero RB build as you'll see, but I'm drafting like we got 2 top 5 RBs here, and if one of them busts, then this becomes a hero RB team. Yeah, Burrow and Mahomes getting sniped within like 2 picks of us both times sucks bad. 1.5 tight end premium means tight end score. Yep, 1.5 PPR for the tight ends in this format. Chat chirping me? No, everybody's fine. This team fucks. I think so too. That 8-9 turn just sucks. But I don't know. It's the nature of the beast, because I'll be honest with you, I was stoked about this 6-7 turn. And then of course not everything can come back to you in the right way. So Jaden Reed gone, Khalil Shakir gone. Fucking Dalton Kincaid, tight end 1. All right. Jake Ferguson and Pitt. Like, I'm going to have to keep an eye on tight ends. We're going to draft like 3 to 4 tight ends. We're drafting 2 quarterbacks on this team. There goes Goddard. Dude. I mean, this is what happens in FFPC. I get it. You can flex tight ends, but it just stings. It's like you took Hawkinson, Ingram, and Goddard. You needed Goddard on top. Did you need that? So now what's even the next best tight end available? Oh man. Goodness gracious. And there goes Zach Ertz. All right. I mean, that was this guy's first tight end. All right. All right. We are in a torture chamber. Honestly, hats off to this room. This guy, poor number 3, doesn't have a tight end yet. I'm blessed to even have such thing as a vintage anything build, but all right, we gotta look alive here. God, that was crazy. How do I make sure I'm no longer on Autodraft? That's a real concern for me right now. Okay, off. Okay. There goes Kirk. All right, I gotta look alive here and start checking some things off. There goes Mixon. Godwin. Honestly, at that price, probably a good pick. Brenton Strange. Okay. Okay. We are feeling it. We are feeling it, fellas. You guys are putting my feet to the fire. Gesicki off the board. What the hell are you doing taking Gesicki? Tootin gone. Yo, everybody chill out. Why are they going so fast right now? All right. I don't know what the hell these guys are on. Oh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stare Luther Bird in the face and not take him. Do not worry. Fellas, I think... Dude, tight end is so bad. So I think it's Purdy for sure. I know Baker's there. I'm not taking Baker. I think we take Purdy no matter what. That's the way this team is fired up here. And then I'm between Tank Bigsby and a running back here, fellas. Tank Bigsby and a Tank Bigsby and a tight end. You can talk me into Hunter Henry. Chigo Conquo, Isaiah Likely, or I like Tank Bigsby as well. We're going to go Isaiah Likely and just pray that he... Actually, we're going to go Hunter Henry. I know that's going to be pretty off the beaten path there, but I think a floor Hunter Henry play with Kincaid plays there. Took all the clock off. Good Isaiah Likely pick. Maybe could have waited on Purdy. Now that I'm looking back at it, maybe we could have gone Henry and somebody else, but I don't know. I was looking just like the way our receivers are set up with Cincy, Bills. I don't know. Tight end or quarterback can get unpredictable here. This guy with Kittle was live to take Purdy. I just think with both San Fran wide receivers, we were kind of set up to take Purdy there regardless. I don't know. Purdy's not crazy value, to be honest. There was still plenty of quarterbacks on the board. With Dak still available, Kyler still available, Baker still available, but Purdy goes in the 12th round by ADP on here. He wasn't coming back, and I have all of them in the same tier. I like Purdy a lot, so I don't know. I don't know why I'm like talking myself out of the Purdy pick. I'm fine with the Purdy pick. Sadly, May can't happen on this team. We've done this before. They both have the same bye week, Purdy and May. But yeah, there's no other receiver on our team that's stackable. And then we're gonna go like 4 tight ends deep on this build. Because this is a tournament, brother. I also think in a normal redraft managed league that stacking makes a lot of sense, but I do love every time I'm in one of these I get the well actually on stacking or whatever. This is the big gorilla. I'm trying to win $1 million, and for that to happen, I'm gonna need some correlation here. If Pearsall and Jennings, if one of them pops off big, Purdy's gonna do well. And you guys are a little bit best ball pilled. Like Tua's after the quarterback cliff to me. I never really want to be in a spot in a managed where I'm stacking Tua, fellas. Like Tua in a managed league, Tua's not going to get it done. Like I saw somebody else recommend like Chig Ward. Like no, like in a managed league, the furthest I'm going on quarterback, even QB2 is probably like Goff. Maybe, and then after that, instead of going 2 or whatever, I'd literally rather have guys like Anthony Richardson or like just shooting for maximum. Like there's no reason. Like those guys will hang out on waivers in these leagues. The Tua types of the world. Yeah, in 4-point TDs, Tua like those pocket passers that aren't. Burrow, there's no reason. Yeah, shooting for maximum upside, but I also think even in your home league, I'm trying to stack as well. It's not 100% needed, but I will say, fellas, if you want a Galaxy, bring yourselves as well. That FFPC, the playoffs within this 12-man league is going to be weeks 13 and 14. I'm going to be without Pearsall and Jennings here, so having this many receivers is going to be nice because I'll have Chase, Worthy, McLaurin, Waddle at minimum, and then I'll have to be without Jawan, Pearsall, and Purdy. So that's something to think through at quarterback. Where if our QB2 is unstacked and just simply doesn't have a Week 14 bye that we can get later on, I think that's a fine idea as well. Like, not everything has to be stacked, but I think Purdy made a lot of sense with this team, just because we already had Jennings and Pearsall. All right, I need to get with the program right now in terms of, I don't know, that last turn was brutal because people were just making picks so fast, which obviously hats off to them. They're probably pissed off at how long I've been taking on the clock. Forgive me, whatever. So yeah, good tank pick. You guys know I debated him pretty heavy at that last pick. It was Okonkwo. Okonkwo and Jonnu off the board now, huh? Jaden Higgins went. Like, this is how behind I am. Jaden Higgins, Downs, Coleman, Tootin, of course. Gesicki is a really strange pick. Godwin and now Keenan Allen. Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen's been going early, and I just can't get there. Ertz gone. I think I already have that. Christian Kirk, Joe Mixon, Chris Godwin. All right, I think I'm back up to date here. Fields goes, good pick. I was looking at him myself. No, the thing with May is he has the same bye week as Purdy. Is tight end just completely decimated? Yeah, all right. I'm super high on Dak, but I'm also just super high on Purdy. I think we're gonna have literally like 4 tight ends on this team. And we're probably like for real done at wide receiver. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through 9 rounds. Yeah. You guys are spitting a little bit right now. You guys are spitting a little bit. We got some ideas. We got some ideas. It just comes down to like if we want to double tap tight end or like take our RB3 yet here. We probably should do soon. People want double tap RB. It's not a bad call. You see, wow, Jalen Wright, huh? All right, I got some ideas. But just bear with me, please. Let me land. Can you guys just let me land this damn plane? I got some ideas. That's all I can say. That's all I'm at liberty to say right now. We're flying Spirit? No, don't do me like this. We love the people love this team early on. Dylan Sampson, not a bad pick. I got a couple ideas. That's all I'm at liberty to say. Samson goes. You're just going to simply have to bear with me. I mean, Kyler's really tough to turn down here, but I don't think we can afford a quarterback after the Purdy pick. I think that this has to be... Damn. Okay. All right. God damn. All right. Wow. All right. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to stop getting queued at tight end. I think for sure, I don't know how you guys are going to like this pick, but I think Tyjae Spears makes a lot of sense on this team. I think Tyjae Spears. And then I have a really tough time between Ramondre and a tight end. Because we missed out on Ottenfeld, we're just going to push tight end. We're going to go Ramondre. We just are. Now, some of you guys may be like, why Tyjae Spears here? Well, our two running backs are so good up top, and they're going to be fine for us early on that, like, the plan really is to not take JT and Jacobs out of our lineup until week 5. So we have the ramp up for Spears just fine, like, covered. So that's why I think he makes more sense for this team. Ramondre at 1301, just a terrific value. There's really nothing else to be said there. And the only tight end that I felt was worthy of that turn was Cade Otton. So we will push it another turn. Another time around we go. So now we have 4 running backs through 13 rounds. Said if we're waiting for week 5, I think we're going to be able to start Ramondre in week 5. I think so. I think we'll get a little bit. We'll get a little bit in there. I mean, yeah, what, 4 running backs is too many? So people are saying the flight's in the water? Come on. What would you have preferred there? I feel like passing on those 2 running backs for some pretty brutal tight end options just wasn't the smart play. I think that we played that well. That's what I do. We're locked in. Flight simulator. Which I would love to have. Any of you guys got a flight simulator at home? Not like a full-on flight simulator, but you know what I mean. Like the throttle. I don't use it at all, but I do have one of those MetaQuest things. I would love to set that up one day. And play, they got like a flight simulator on there. You're a pilot IRL? Hell yeah. Okay, Kyle Noseball. I will say, my uncle is a pilot in the Air Force. He flies C-17s. I assume Kyle will know what that is. C-17s are big as shit, man. Racing sim? Yeah, I got a little, like, I would call it a racing sim, but sadly it broke on me. I had a Logitech wheel I would play the Formula 1 games on that I've had a blast with. Great draft position video, man. Does your opinion change in a home league that is what I would call a step beyond RB heavy? I don't think so. I think I would still be in a similar vibe. I think I'd still be on a similar vibe to what I kind of laid out in the video. I would just break, like, if you have a tie between 2 players, I would just break ties towards running back is how I would go. And to, like, make sure to have 2 running backs through round 6. That'd be my goal, I think. So Goff, Kyler, May, all off the board. Caleb goes there. We're starting to see quarterbacks fly a little bit. Caleb, Goff, Kyler. Said ball knowledge is suspect at times. I can't lie. Dude, I got flamed on Twitter today. Look, of course, I have seen the commercials, but if you just ask me point blank, yo, who is Icky Woods? Who is Icky Woods? I have no clue who that was until today. People were killing me about that. I was born in 01. I don't know that the Cold Cuts commercial guy's name was Icky Woods. I don't know, man. People were saying that's an indictment on my knowledge. And if you have questions about my trivia knowledge, go see me on the BDG trivia channel. I feel like I hold my own with those guys. In the tournament settings, at least. When we're just fucking around on the couch, it's a bit of a different story, but... Alright, so Chubb's gone. Bateman is gone. I'm trying to stay a little bit up to date here on what I want to do. There goes Najee. So, the Najee fall is so funny. Somebody did take B-Rob already. Jerome Ford's a good pick. Keaton Mitchell's a good pick. I gotta move Keaton Mitchell up, man. I'm actually gonna take a note right now to move Keaton Mitchell up. Gretch, if you guys haven't watched the ship chasing main event they streamed today, I was watching it, and the way he was talking up Keaton Mitchell, Keaton Mitchell's probably got to be moved up a bit. I will say I will do a small little tweak of the rankings up in the morning where I think I just have to like move down Jalen Wright, move up Ollie Gordon, move Chris Rodriguez up like into the top 200, and then that's kind of it. But I'll have like a small little refresh. But like in terms of like my top 100 picks, nothing's really going to change. C17 took you to the desert? Hell yeah. What you know about the Globe Master? What you know about it? Shipley gone. All right, I got some ideas. I have an announcement. I got some ideas here. We're probably done for good at wide receiver. Like if we end up needing receivers on this team, then something went horribly wrong. You know, Chase, Worthy, McLaurin, Waddle through the flex, and then we got Pearsall and Jennings off the bench. I think we're all set. Hey, there's Brandon Aubrey. Damn, Mason Taylor, good pick. Fuck. All right. And there goes Ollie Gordon. Good pick. All right, all right. No longer have a ton of ideas at my disposal. I'll be real with everybody here. How's QB looking? Is this time for QB2? It's about that time, yeah. I think I probably lean Jordan Love. I think we're for sure all good on receiver. Yeah, I'm all set. I mean, you could talk me into Kyle Williams, but I think I'm all set. Oh boy. So I think we for sure take Harold Fannin here. I think that he's just a great upside play, Harold Fannin. And then I think we just take Jordan Love. I don't know, you could talk me into like any of these quarterbacks here, but at least like, I don't know, I think if Josh Jacobs crushes, it means that the Packers offense does well. Trying to think through these guys. I think I have all of them ranked very similarly. Yeah, I have them all back to back. Actually, we'll go Theo Johnson or JT Sanders. We'll go Theo. Fuck it. No, you make a good point. But yeah. What, A-Rod? What was the issue? What's the issue with that turn? Thomas has been begging me to take Theo Johnson all day. I don't know. The way that I view this team is Hunter Henry is going to start for us. We got Hunter Henry's going to start, and then we're praying that we figured something out between Kincaid, Fannin, and Theo Johnson, who are just young upside swings at tight end. Yeah. That's where we're at. I think looking back, I might regret not having taken a quarterback there, but I think we will be okay. I think we'll be all right. I think backup plan is just Tua, but I think we'll be okay. No, between the two tight ends, it was Fannin or nothing, to be honest. I think for me, looking back, maybe I should have gone quarterback over Theo just to lock in, because I do have McCarthy, Herbert, Love, and Stroud a tier ahead of the rest of those guys. But if we got to stack Tua to Waddle, I'm not going to cry about it. I already feel pretty confident about Purdy anyways. No, that was an auto. Look, dude, in a tight end premium, we're trying our best, man. I'm gonna be working the waiver wire. No, this team, I'm very happy I did not get Bo Nix. I promise. I promise. I agree. I think Fannin's a really nice upside play for us. Think so. I would insta-click CMC at the 10 spot, but I know some people get squeamish about him. That's kind of my take on it. Jeez, dude. Dude, these and I hate to go on my phone while I'm on stream, but these underdog clocks are now 4 hours. I don't know if any of you guys are out there in slow drafts. As you guys know, I am down horrendous right now. All right, I got a 47-minute buffer. All right, we'll be good until the rest of this. I'm not like I guess I just don't understand taking Knicks unstacked in round 9. I see Knicks, Purdy, Dak, Bake, Fields, even Kyler. Like there's just no reason to pay up for Knicks here. There's no need. There's no reason to. But here's kind of the draft board if you guys want to see how things played out. We drafted from the 1 spot. I'm pretty happy with this. This is a pretty extreme double hero RB team, but I'm pretty happy with it. In a 2 wide receiver, 2 flex tight end premium, we go Chase, JT, Jacobs, Worthy, Terry McLaurin, Waddle through the flex, Pearsall, Kincaid, Jennings, Purdy stacked to both San Fran wide receivers. And then I really only feel weak at tight end on this team. So we're throwing quantity of Kincaid, Henry, Fannin, Theo Johnson. We're kind of praying, like, can Hunter Henry be a top 10 tight end? Please. Can Kincaid show some life? And then Fannin, Theo Johnson. We're going to probably, like, every week I'm going to be throwing waiver money at tight end. I like this team. You make a good point that through the first 3, honestly, yeah, through the first 3, it would have been better. We just, like, if I was going to take a tight end at the 6-7 turn, it was going to be Warren. He doesn't get there. I would have loved Tucker Kraft. He doesn't get there. I would have loved Burrow or Mahomes. He doesn't get there. So we just kind of make, lemonade with the lemons that we were gave that we were given with this Waddle Pearsall turn. And I think it played out okay. You could have talked me into the idea that maybe you like maybe instead of Pearsall Kincaid, you would prefer. No, it'd be more like instead of, like, we take Jennings anyways, but in terms of the 2v2, I think instead of Pearsall Jennings, it's Jennings like Evan Ingram, or Jennings Colston Loveland, or Jennings like Mark Andrews here. Which I could see. I could see the appeal of that. That's probably where you could talk me into the most of where I screwed up, is a pretty luxury Ricky Pearsall pick, but 701 Pearsall is really tough for me to turn down. And I think if we can just tread water at tight end, this team will be really good. I do think so. Damn, so all the quarterbacks go. Okay, so we're going to actually go with Tua on this team. I think he makes the most sense in terms of stacking options. Now, I said that out loud. I mean, we got past the Tyreek drafter, but these guys are scoundrels in here. And I suspect some of them have been picking certain ways just to piss me off today, but I'll chill on that. I'm looking at tight end or wide receiver. I just don't think we need any wide receivers. Like, I'm looking. You could talk me into Coker here. I do love me some Jalen Coker. But I don't think we need to do Jalen Coker. Yeah, looking at it now, Theo maybe would have came back, but honestly, seeing like Waller go here, this guy probably was tight end no matter what. This guy probably goes tight end here as well. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're not doing any more wide receivers on this team now that I'm looking at it. There goes Trey Harris. I think this is Tua plus a running back. I'm trying to think of what running back I want. Could talk me into like Kendre Miller. Or actually, this is what we'll do. Oh, fuck. I was about to do Chris Rodriguez thinking I was slick. Of course, Chris Rodriguez is gone. So we're going to take Tua. Ollie Gordon, of course, gone. That sucks. Obviously, he wouldn't be around here. I think we're going to go Kendre as the Saints backup. Sean Tucker, of course, went, as much as I like Sean Tucker. We'll do Kendre. Fuck it. Damn, of course Sean Tucker went. You guys know I love going Sean Tucker there. Saints are off your board. Fellas, I like Giddens, but with JT, I'm not really looking to handcuff him. This is a weird question. I don't know what you mean by, like, I don't know. I don't have, like, I have him ranked as my 110. It kind of sucks. The dual-sided, you know, thing of like doing content is it makes sense for me to take stands against players, and the video does well doing like a fading players thing, but because what's his name? Because Achan got hurt, and just kind of the way running back scarcity has worked to the turn, like I've now moved Achan up to my 110, 111, I think. I'd have to check. I moved him to my 111, so I'm not even necessarily fading him. That's like about where he should go. I will say, like in these rooms, yeah, so I mean, he goes here. I'm yet to be able to draft him, though, so I am like sort of fading him, because if I was in this spot, I am taking Puka. I don't know, he's one of those guys, similar to Saquon, but you guys have seen, I got a Saquon team earlier this week, where the draft board just has to fall, like, perfectly for me to end up with him. It's kind of what happens, where if Puka and Nika are on the board, along with Amon-Ra St. Brown as well, I'm probably taking them over Genty, unless it's, like, the 11 spot, and all three of those receivers are available, I'm just like, okay, I'll take Genty knowing one of them will come back. Like, on this board... Actually, no, never mind. I said earlier, like, okay, I wouldn't do it, but I think you have to play the board sometimes. If I did have this where I knew I could get one of these receivers and Neighbors, Nico, Amon-Ra, Puka, Thomas to come back, then I probably would have gone Genty here, just knowing that one of the 5 receivers I have all in the same tier would have came back. So that's kind of the weird part about Genty, is like the scarcity aspect. But if I was, let's say, it's tough with the tight end premium, but it's tough to play through the scenarios, because once I'm early enough that I can't guarantee one of those stud receivers come back, I'd rather just take a stud receiver, and I think go, Henry, Chase Brown, Bucky, Achan instead. That's where my head is at. But in terms of like prediction form, I don't know. I think it's a high floor. I struggle to see RB1 overall in his range of outcomes. It just for a rookie, you either have to have like a outlier 120 target season like Saquon did, or you need to be on a top 5 offense like Zeke Elliott was on the Cowboys, and even then Zeke struggled to truly challenge for that. It's tough. I think he probably does fine as like an 18, 19 point per game running back, but I think if you take that at like 108, 109, you're going to be a little bit, I think it'll be fine is what I'm trying to say, but I think I'd rather anchor in a wide receiver and then take a running back round 2, and then maybe take a, you come back around, you can take Walker, Henderson, Cook, whatever. That's where I'm at. What's up, Tom? What's up, Tom? Working hard or hardly working? No, it's not. I don't think it's not Tom's birthday. We doing one more? Hell no, man. Hell no. It was probably irresponsible to do one of these at 10. Because now I got to wake up early, get an outline done, record, get a video done, stream again tomorrow night. And we just run this all the way back until week 1. And no, I don't get burnt out. I know that this is short term. It's a grind. I remember the last time I just fucked around and played Xbox for a little bit, but how many big gorillas and mains are you doing? It's a good question. I want to end up around 5 mains. Probably 5 and 5 is about the sweet spot I'm looking at. Now 5 mains seems like a lot. They're $2,000 a pop, but after your first one, they're $1,600 the rest of the way. But you also have to remember, I split 2 of the 5. One of them with Liam and Jacob, and then one of them with the ship chasing crew. So I plan to do 3 solo. I'm not going to tell you guys when I'm going to do them. They'll just be out of nowhere, but we'll do them very soon. Maybe not, actually not very soon, kind of spread out. And one of them might not even be on stream. I've streamed them in the past, but they never do well because I always try and do, I'll probably do a main event in a silver bullet and probably like a 350 on one of the sites that I've been running after the Thursday and Friday game because it's good EV-wise, and my best team I've ever drafted was drafted after the Thursday Friday game, so I try and get a good handful of teams after there. Yeah, essentially, Brock. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's not, come on now. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's not, you have a girlfriend or are married? Yeah, man. I'm sitting here drafting at midnight, and I got a wife. No, man. None of that. Yeah, 100%. The burnout is when I have to do waivers for these teams. That's very true. I will say I'm starting to get nervous. I don't think I have a Gibbs team yet, and we're probably about like halfway through the amount of drafts I'm going to end up with total so far. I don't think I have any Gibbs, unless if you guys remember me drafting a Gibbs team, but I don't think so. Which is tough. It just means that I haven't gotten 102 through 106 where he was available on the clock. But I'll make sure to change that. Next time I get one of those picks and he's available, I will be taking him. I want to have a few Gibbs teams, which is crazy for me. I have him 102 as my RB1 and I haven't gotten to take him yet. Could have taken him in this draft, but then I wouldn't. I don't think I have any chase teams. So I don't know. That's the struggle of why I play so much volume when it comes to manage, is I just want to make sure I have all my guys. Because that is the funny part. If you just have like one homely that you're in, and you could be all in on Jahmyr Gibbs, and if you pull the 9th pick in your order or whatever, like, you're just not going to have him. You could love him all you want, you know? All right, I was not thinking at all about what I wanted to do for this pick. Let me go try. Dude, I've been sneaking in some last round Trevor Etienne recently. I don't know how you guys like that, but I like it. Shit, I can't quit him. Can't quit him. Maybe we cut Jalen Coker, but there we go. Is there any kicker that I even know the name of? No. I know the name of some of these guys, but we'll just go. Oh, time to pull up Subverter down. Time to pull up Subverter down and scramble. Pull up Subverter down and scramble. Let's go Washington defense versus the Giants. Why not? Is there a kicker I'm forgetting about, though? McPherson's not that guy these days, huh? But all right. I'm going to queue up a ton of kickers. I don't feel like staying here through, you know, whatever. I'll queue up. I got Subverter down here on the side. He likes Young Wei. Chase McLaughlin, why not? Let's put Chase McLaughlin up there. Who gets a free look? What are the Thursday and Friday games of Week 1? Week 1 schedule? I should know this. Well, it's Cowboys, Eagles, and then it's something else. Cowboys, Eagles, Chiefs, Chargers. So of course Dallas is gone. What about what's his name? What about Jake Elliott? Jake Elliott out there? We'll put Jake Elliott in the queue. I'll put him all the way up. Is Bucker? Is Bucker still out there? No, Bucker is gone. And then Chargers. He's gone as well. Okay, that's fine. Let's do Youngway, Chase. Tyler Bass is out there. Bring up Tyler Bass. And then we will... Fuck it, Cam Little, just because he set the damn record. How could we not put Cam Little there? We'll put Boswell for fun. And then if that gets cleared out, then whatever. Then I didn't want... We'll put Chad Ryland. We'll do Jason Sanders. And then if that gets cleared out, then I'll take whoever FFPC gives me. But that is the final team. Here's what it looks like on... No. Is there a way that I can see it like on my team? Oh, hell yeah. We can like... All right, so here's the final squad, fellas. Purdy at quarterback. And I'll put this... Yeah, put me on fucking Autodraft, man. This time, actually, put me on Autodraft. All right, so here's the final team. We have Purdy and Tua at quarterback. We have JT at RB1. We have Jacobs at RB2. We have Chase at wide receiver 1. We have Terry wide receiver 2. We have Worthy in the flex. We'll flex Slick Rick. I'm not really crazy about figuring this out right now. We will put Hunter Henry in there. And then that is the final squad. This is our bench here. We're going to have Jalen Waddle, Juwan Jennings, Jalen Coker on the bench. We got Ramondre, Tyjae Spears, Kendrick Miller on the bench, Hunter Henry, Theo Johnson, Harold Fannin. I'm very happy with this team, I'd say. Brock Purdy, JT, Josh Jacobs, a double hero RB team with Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, Worthy, Pearsall. Our receivers are great. Our running backs are great. Our quarterback is fine. We are just going to be treading water at tight end all season, and that's fine. Fantasy football at the end of the day is a game of whack-a-mole. Everybody has a weakness on their team. It's very hard to just be loaded at everything. Here on this team, for us, it is tight end. But appreciate you guys watching. That was a $350 big gorilla over on the FFPC tight end premium full PPR, and we drafted straight off of my rankings, fresh off the press on Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. You can find that in the description, live chat, and comment section down below. I assume a lot of you guys have drafts coming up. If you want to crush your draft, make sure you check out Patreon. We have my top 200 rankings cheat sheet, my targets, my fades, target rounds for every player, tiers, all of that good stuff that you can check off as you draft so you can see exactly who I would take at every pick. I use those rankings in my own drafts. I eat at my own restaurant. I said this in a video, but I encourage you to try a plate as well. Regardless, have a good Friday night. Expect a video tomorrow. Expect a stream tomorrow. Expect a stream a day after that. Expect a day after that, another stream. We will be streaming all summer long. Also, make sure that you check out today's video. I did a video today on the best values in your home league draft. Kind of a updated version of you guys love the video where I looked at ESPN Sleeper Yahoo, the best values across the board. I did an updated version because those home league sites are getting sharper, but there are still values out there that you can take advantage of. So check that out. As always, I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one.